Have you ever had a guest that has been this negative about?
No.
It's an honor.
I don't know why this feels like a Casey Neistat watch. Oh, what about this? Is this too shiny? Too shiny?
Yeah, too shiny.
Quick yes or no? No.
I'm just not responsible enough to have anything in my life that is precious. That is very cool. I'm a grown man, and I didn't know this existed before today. You guys, out of the park.
Hi everyone, Teddy Baldessar here in Flushing, and today I am joined by somebody that was partially responsible for me purchasing my first camera and really this channel starting. I have the pleasure of helping Casey Neistat pick out a new watch.
Ready? It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure's all
I'm a
mine.
huge fan of the channel.
That's so weird for me to say because I remember probably 2015, I got a 70D. I got a Gorilla Pod. I thought I was gonna be a vlogger, but it got me started with just creating, and it was really your videos that inspired a lot of that, like honestly.
I appreciate it immensely. I was just at this big YouTube event a couple weeks ago, and I talked about the idea of niche and how YouTube is this amazing thing that starts so wide, and then people find what it is that gets them excited. So the idea that you followed that trajectory and you wanted to be a vlogger or whatever, and then it took you to this place of focusing so narrowly on watches. You're like a testament to that YouTube.
I remember
YouTube ethos.
2017, I just shut off my brain, I'm gonna express something about myself that I think is just cool, and that was watches. I didn't tell my friends, my family, and I just posted a video about my watch collection, and now here I am, shopping with Casey Neistat.
Watches are one of those things that not everybody cares about, but the people who care about it, they really care about it.
This has always been a prop, like you with watches. So like before we get started, because I have two questions here. One is like, what is your connection to watches? Like I know how you look at objects. You always have this concept of utility and like you want to use the things that you own, which I really appreciate. But like, how have you evolved with your just interest in watches over the years?
I mean, I'm not a jewelry guy. I appreciate the craftsmanship of it. My wife's a jeweler. But there's something about the utility of watches, like the fact that no matter how either how outrageous the design is or how minimalist the design is, they still have to serve a singular function, which is communicating the time. So there's a certain romance in that for me, which I appreciate. Like I love watch culture. I love fancy watches. I love all of it. But as a person, I keep waiting to grow out of this. I'm not there yet, although I would have thought it would have happened by now. I'm just not responsible enough to have anything in my life that is precious.
I crashed the Phantom 4 yesterday.
This camera's like 5 minutes old. Like everything is a tool for me. So I have some really fancy, amazing watches that I bought because of just my deep appreciation for what they are. But time and time again, I just have come to appreciate my own inability to treat them and look after them the way I should.
And you wear a lot of G-Shocks, and I think it's really important though too, I always talk about this on the channel, like it's this acknowledgement of self that needs to happen with watches, and like you have to, the fun part about this is you can express yourself with what you own, and it has to be a reflection of who you are. And I think you've been able to understand that with things like this you're wearing on your wrist.
G-Shock became a default for me. Like I'm a huge fan of G-Shock, like understanding the history of the first one that was made with like a rubber band ball or something like that.
Like a rubber ball, they saw a kid bouncing it, and that was really the epiphany moment.
The romance of that's not why I wear it. I wear it because it's like, it's the only watch that has never failed me. It has always risen to whatever I ask from it, and it delivers on that. No matter how much I beat it up, it does exactly what I want every single time. So it's like, I love it and I appreciate the romance of it, but I feel the same way about my Rolex. But I haven't figured out how to fit the Rolex in my life, and this is just always there.
So we're here today, we're at Cartier & Co, really cool store in Flushing.
Such a cool store.
And you're here to shop for a new watch, but you have a specific thought in mind behind this watch.
Yeah, we're
right?
9 days out from my wife's birthday.
Okay.
I fail mostly. I've succeeded sometimes, but I almost always fail at getting my wife something special for her birthday. So I thought with your expertise and maybe we can hit a home run this year.
I want to introduce somebody too. So this is Derek. So Derek, thank you for helping us out today.
Pleasure.
So Derek's going to be assisting us, just going through some of the cases. This is a second generation store. This is Cartier & Co in Flushing, and they have some great brands here. And I think Candace is going to be in good hands.
This used to be a bank.
This used to be a bank. We have tons of different watches and watch brands, and we're going to take care of you today, Casey.
I'm very happy. I'm very excited about our mission for the day.
Maybe as we start, I just want you to think about it, but who's Candace? Like, what is she about? Like,
Okay,
is this something
I
that?
have a prop.
Okay, yes, this is good.
This photo explains the totality of my wife. So this is my wife's wrist,
The Casio F91W
but complemented.
with the Bulgari.
Correct. Like the Bulgari, what's it, the Serpentina,
Yes,
something like
yes.
that, with the diamonds on it. So like this photo, more than maybe anything else, really encapsulates who my wife is. Now the F91W is personally, like, I think one of the greatest watches ever made. There are very few things in this world that they don't try to improve on. They appreciate that they got it right, they don't mess with it, and they leave it because it's perfect. I think
Yes.
it's a lost art.
One thing that somebody said to me recently was somebody on our team, and they said that watch is the equivalent of the Arizona iced tea being 99 cents. Like, it's like that watch. It works. You keep it at that
Perfect
price,
analogy.
and it's there. That's the best-selling watch of all time outside of the Apple Watch.
So this is who
Okay.
we're starting with.
Okay.
You know, my wife is beautiful. She doesn't wear makeup. My wife she's great. She doesn't put on fancy dresses. She is a woman who's focused on getting it done. She's not an easy buy.
Okay, I think you have to start here. When most people think of women's watches, they think of Cartier. I mean, you have so many icons here. I would imagine, Derek, like, you spend a lot of time, explaining this as somebody comes in, but there's a variety of different flavors. They have the Santos line. This was essentially the first tool watch, but now it's become this form of like elegance and cool, like balance between luxury as well as having some utility. Then you can get into the different tank series, which there are a variety of different flavors. You have the Francais, the American. I think that's probably some places I would start to look.
For greater context, my wife has a Santos.
Okay,
She might have
that's
two.
great.
She has, what's this one
A
called?
Panther.
She has maybe two.
Okay, so I think no.
And then she has,
A tank.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So maybe this might not be it.
My wife, like, her mother and her grandmother, the heirloomness of jewelry and of watches. It's something I respect immensely, and I love that. She doesn't often wear them, but they were all sort of handed down generationally. So that's why she has sort of this depth of both knowledge and why she has, a handful of great watches, is because they were given to her either as gifts or hand-me-downs from her mother.
So Derek, this is what I'm thinking. We'll go over to Omega because I think they actually have a few things here that could deliver those ideas. Like, do you want to pull out maybe one of the shades models? So this is 38 millimeters. It's going to be bigger than what she's probably used to, but this is like totally a men's watch, or it could be a woman's watch.
She would never wear that.
She would never wear that. All right, then we can't do it. We can't do it.
So what is this one?
Take a look.
Okay, this one right here?
Nope, the one in front of it. Okay, so
The
this,
Railmaster.
Railmaster.
this is where it gets tricky, because I like this one because it has a timeless look, and if that were dirty and you were to tell me it's a 40-year-old watch,
Are we
I would
buying for
believe
Candace,
you.
or are we buying for you?
Well,
I'm a
this is
little
where it goes
confused.
wrong, is I struggle. I know that I couldn't see these on her wrist.
And that's what's important.
There's
That's important.
something about the timelessness of like the Cartier watches, the timelessness of the jewelry that she wears that I think is part of her style. But the timelessness of that, I think, has a certain.
So
But
this
again,
is.
this is me and.
So this is this is what we would call probably from its origins like a tool wash. So this comes from 1957. Omega came out with this series. It was called the Trilogy series. Speedmaster, Seamaster, and the other one was the Railmaster. The Railmaster it was the one that was neglected. Seamaster gets all this praise. It has connection to the Apollo program. Seamaster, it's so loved. You got the James Bond affiliation. Then you got the Railmaster, which was like discontinued. So like people like overlooked this watch.
Hence my attraction to it.
And the version you picked here, this is the previous version of the Railmaster as well. So this is at 40 millimeters in case size. It's an older generation model. You're right, probably around $5,000. It's not even part of the current assortment anymore, which is pretty funny.
Well, hence my strong attraction towards it. Like, this is the watch that I want. Maybe we should just change this whole script, delete everything so she never sees this.
You could do a him and hers here though.
So you could still get this watch and get her a watch easily.
I don't know that I've emphasized. I'll talk straight to camera, which is straight to camera.
Pick whatever one you like.
Emphasize, I have been with my wife for 20 years, and I have no idea what might satiate.
Let's hold that one to the side.
Keep this with us.
Just quick glance, Casey.
This is why I brought you
Yep.
in on solving this problem.
I am
with
here to
me,
help.
Teddy, because
For some reason, I think
I feel
Casey might actually
helpless.
like Grand Seiko.
I was
For
just looking
some
over there.
reason,
oh, I
just
personally
feel
love
it.
Grand
Okay,
Seiko. Grand
all right.
Seiko is one of my favorite brands.
A couple places maybe we can look. What do you think about like some of these? Like, are those classic enough? Those are like hand winding models. You have to manually wind them. Anything in here catching your eye? Actually, I'm gonna let you take a little more of the lead,
What
and I'll react.
happens to your episode if we just fail?
We're not doing that. No.
Abysmal.
No.
Okay.
Failure is not an option today.
I'm here. I appreciate your confidence. I wish I shared it. Okay, so we're getting back to that thing where I have such a deep appreciation for Grand Seiko because of what it represents, the history, the culture, and aesthetically, I love these watches. I'm at a total loss for how she feels. I have an idea. I don't think she'll put together what we're doing here, but I told her I was coming on your show to talk about watches. That's why I need to take the picture of her. Maybe we FaceTime her, as if we're simply getting her opinion.
Yeah.
And then we'll see where that goes.
Hi.
Candace, this is Teddy.
Hi, Candace. Nice to meet you.
You look fantastic. I was trying to explain your Cartier watches and your eye for sort of like a timeless aesthetic when it comes to watches. When it comes to women's watches, what do you look for? This is it.
Putting her on the spot.
What do I look for?
Yeah.
Like all my jewelry, it has to have a sentimental value. So when I see people wearing watches just for wearing a name brand, it's stupid to me. The Rolex I have, I know exactly when I bought it with my mom. We went to Switzerland. It was like a very big deal. With everything in life, whether it's a fancy car or a Chanel bag or whatever, like it's stupid if you buy it for other people. It needs to have a personality for yourself.
So what does that mean when shopping for a new watch?
I don't think you should shop for new watches.
I told you guys.
So, I don't know.
All right, thank you, Candace. That was tremendously helpful. I told you guys, not easy.
So I think we have to connect a story of you guys and your relationship with one another to like one of these brands.
No, I am lost right now. This is why I have such a tough time buying her anything. Say why I like the Railmaster, why I think that's such a handsome watch.
Please.
I could tell just at a glance that this watch was built for utility instead of fashion. That's very attractive to me.
So I think with that,
Please.
Grand Seiko is probably a good place to look. Because if we're talking about utility, I think, you know the concept of spring drive.
I do.
So they came out with this watch this year. This is a 37 millimeter case. It's known as the UFA, ultra fine accuracy. This is a watch that's accurate to 20 seconds a year. And it was a breakthrough for them to be able to be this accurate. And spring drive, as you know, is basically taking the best aspects of quartz technology with mechanical power. So you don't need a battery exchange. It's powered by your own motion, and it's allowed to proceed forward with this unbelievable accuracy, but basically acting as like a frictionless brake. Like imagine like when you're on your longboard and how you're able to apply a brake. What they basically are able to do is use electromagnetic force that comes with that, and that will apply it to this little wheel that allows it to regulate itself.
Okay.
But if you're talking about utility, I think this is where you can start to like bridge the gap. But there's also beauty in it too. Like it's taken from Japanese aesthetics. There's this identity of light and shadow with like the case and how it's structured, the indices. All of these are hand cut by an artisan.
Okay, but there's a problem with that.
Yep.
Which is that like that story I love, but I don't like the way this looks.
And that's not gonna work.
I wouldn't put that on my wrist.
It's not gonna work. All right, let's do a
This is
GMT.
something.
This is a 9F GMT. So it's a quartz watch, but it also is a travel watch. So it has an additional 24-hour hand. You have on the Rehaut 24-hour scale.
Okay, why do these indices
Polish, or like why do they like reflect
shimmer
like that?
Yeah.
Well, those are being produced in the Shinshu Watch Studio in Japan. It's in Nagano Prefecture, and what they do is there's one artisan. His job is basically to line up all of these small little markers. They'll put it on a drum tool, and they have to diamond cut them. Each facet then is under a magnifying glass. They're able to inspect to make sure it has the perfect reflection on them.
Okay, again, like the craftsmanship of that story, I want to go to that factory and watch the craftsman there.
It's amazing.
Build this, but I don't like shiny.
All right. Can't do shiny.
It glistens too much.
Oh, what about this? Is this too shiny? Too shiny? Too shiny?
Yeah, too shiny.
So
I think mostly Grand
Seiko's too shiny then. I have an idea.
Please.
I have several too.
Okay, so
Like
I see this design
I
style.
like watches that are like secret. There's a word for it, and
Like
it's
stealth wealth or like stealthy. Like
If that wasn't such a disgusting term, stealth wealth.
have to use the wealth
If that didn't
word,
make me
just
feel
stealthy.
disgusting, like the stealth
take
aspect
a shower.
of
You
it.
can take a shower
like,
after that. I was thinking IWC.
Exactly, marked.
Mark series, exactly. So something like that. Like this is the Mark series, this is the Mark 20. This is updated in the last couple of years. 40 millimeter case, bracelet's awesome with it. I mean, you do have a strap version as well. Like this is the classic, Mark series. If you go back to what they designed these for, was for the RAF pilots back in 1948.
So the struggle with, I have a couple watches that have fancy bracelets, but I'm a runner. So if the bracelet is metallic at all, it means I can't run with it. Have you ever had a guest that has been this negative about?
No.
It's an honor.
What I would say from
Okay,
my
please,
experience
please.
of doing, always dealing with clients and, your, the topics you bring up are actually things I deal with all the time with different clients. One thing I will say is like with any of these watches, all the ones we have here, you can change out the straps. So
Check this out.
these are things that if you didn't want this strap, you could change it out. This is just how it comes stock. And if you never want to wear the bracelet, you could just never put it back on and that would be totally fine too.
Not feeling it though.
No, I do. My only question for that white watch is, what happens when that gets hit? Like, how does that rubber band age? Does that get dirty? And
It will get
It would
dirty.
definitely get dirty.
The watch case itself though, it's very scratch resistant. Like ceramic, some of the only thing that can really scratch it is going to be like tungsten. My only concern with ceramic though,
Please.
I just saw a guy come in on a longboard, and ceramic's very scratch resistant. But there's one thing that's bad, is if you slam it, it could shatter.
It could crack.
It could crack.
That's why the watch is also very light, and you should try it on just to see how it
Yeah, give
feels
it a
on
shot.
the wrist.
You can tell I have a bias towards white, but
Yeah.
again, the reason why I like white watches is because they reveal more and more quickly. Like they get
That
dirty.
is-
They get dirty faster.
It looks really good on you though.
Yeah. that one looks good. That's actually, when you said white watches, that's why I really like this for you, because this has all the history with the RAF and the pilot watches, but because it's white, it's unusual from the normal black dial version. It kind of plays it down a little bit. And the way I look at the numerals here, it almost feels like Comic Sans a little bit. Like it's kind of hidden in plain sight. And then I thought that might work with you really well.
And you could
Right, something
get
like that.
you could also get like rubber straps. I
Yeah.
mean, and you could probably get a white one as well, if I'm not mistaken, for this watch. Like
Right.
imagine like a white type of like canvas or rubber strap on that.
Right. See, like the attractiveness of this immediately goes up for me when you take off.
I love
The
that
stainless-
look on you right
the
away.
stainless
it looks
bracelet.
so good.
Because when I see a watch like this, I don't see ornate or ostentatiousness. I see
I think we have a mirror.
I see
The,
pure utility.
the language
Yeah.
has changed to I. So Candace was the original objective, and now we're shifting to a lot of I
I'm
language.
just assuming we're giving up on the
Okay.
Candace thing
No,
here,
no,
because I gave up on figuring her out years
You know-
ago.
you know
I
what I
just
thi-
go with the flow.
Yeah.
It's a great marriage.
So what did you think of this now on a black strap? And we can change the strap to any
Imagine that with like a
color,
white
any material.
Imagine that with like a white strap.
It's much closer to right.
Okay.
You
Are
take
we
a
still
look.
are we still focused on me right now? Are we
I don't even know anymore. You
need
tell
a-
me.
Lost.
We're on a journey together. We'll figure it out. So there's two places we're looking. So this is like entry-level Seiko. So this is more like $1,000 and under.
Actually, Teddy and I eyeballed a watch that we thought you would like before
Okay.
you came in.
Lay it
So
on
we want to
me.
show it to you and just see how you react to it.
Do it.
This one is called the Captain Willard.
Yes.
This one comes in a cool olive color. It's called the Captain Willard because there's this character from
Apocalypse
Now. And he wore a watch that had a Seiko with the crown at 4 o'clock here. It has like this turtle-esque case.
Now this watch, for some reason, they discontinued this freaking
Was
thing.
this
which I'm-
the watch he had on when he put his hand through the mirror in the opening scene?
Yes.
might-
Yes, that was
yeah.
it. I'm pretty sure that was it.
I want
got
you to
it.
know that I felt nothing until you mentioned the Apocalypse Now.
There we go.
reference.
See?
Okay,
There we are.
we got the stories.
And because I'm such a sucker for that.
Yeah.
Because when people say, why do you have that watch? To get to tell them that story.
The whole reason the crown here is at 4 o'clock as opposed to 3 o'clock, like on standard watches, is so that the crown doesn't dig into your wrist when you're actually doing activities. So there's that like aesthetic that they're thinking about for the functional part.
I think this might be my favorite.
Ah.
Although I'm just dying to Google Captain Willard's wristwatch from the
You'll
movie
see it.
To
You go ahead and
validate
see it.
that.
No,
This
look
will
it up.
probably be the most close example to what he had.
Can we look it up?
Yeah,
Look
absolutely.
at he's trying to fact check us.
Yeah.
I need to. I want to see it on
Here.
his wrist.
I think that like maybe
Oh, this
the
is the
Reddit.
clearest picture.
You can see the crown at 4 o'clock.
You believe us now?
I believe you now. I believe you now. Plus, I like that it's Seiko. Like,
yeah.
And this is made in Japan.
Yes.
Guys, I think we've got a winner.
Yeah.
Wait, did you start by saying this was the watch you picked out? That you
Well, we
thought
were
of?
like just talking to one another before you
We
came.
chose
Like we
between
think about
these two already.
Yes.
Like we're like, oh, Casey will probably like the Willard
Yes.
style just because of the whole story and everything. And you know, we had this in our back pocket the entire time, knowing we were gonna go through the whole store. We're like, we're gonna find something when we
failures.
get to
Here,
Seiko.
just wear that for a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, keep
Just,
it
just,
over
Because I want
wear
you to like, I'm done. This is
Yeah,
great.
no,
This
no,
is
just wear it.
exactly what I was looking for. I also want you to know that when my wife sees this, she's going to say, I hate that.
I know.
But there's nothing I could possibly wear home that she wouldn't say, I hate that about. But yeah, no, this is fantastic.
Okay, I'm just now I'm just thinking. Righty.
I still have some fun picks, I think.
Yeah, let's
Because
see
we're
it.
already in Seiko territory.
Derek, let's pull out the
let me show
the
you.
watch for like the blind there. I mean, it's pretty cool. So like visually impaired people can have a really unique take on this watch.
So I discovered this watch recently on Seiko's catalog, and this watch is a simple time only, and it's what Seiko calls the Seiko Essentials collection. It's basically a watch made for the visually impaired. You would just see this as a regular watch, time and time only, I would say. But the special thing is you can pop this open here, and what you're supposed to do is use your finger to kind of touch the numerals, and you're supposed to be able to tell the time with it, because the way the indices, remember that word, we're coming back to it, are raised, it has a more tactile feel to it. So just go ahead and play with that.
That is very cool.
Because usually they'll have a gasket around this area for the
Can you
crystal,
imagine?
but
Here, if I scramble the watch, you think you can tell the time?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, let's do it.
10 out of 10 times.
we don't know if you're closing your eyes or not. We don't know if you're
My
cheating.
eyes are totally closed, but I'll do it behind my back.
All right, so I set the time. I'm going to show the camera really quick, and Teddy, so you know what time it is.
You see
All
that?
right, and
I'm
now
looking.
let's see if Casey can feel what time it is.
It is tough. That's got to be the big hand. That's 3 o'clock?
You got it.
It's perfect, yeah,
You got
3
it.
o'clock.
The eyes weren't closed technically. I saw, but he was looking the other way.
But I do like it. I think it's
That's
it's
the
really
fun part of it.
interesting. Yeah.
I don't know if there's. You think Zenith? You think there's anything Zenith? The pilot.
Zenith, let me see.
Zenith
Chronographs.
pilot. You think maybe? Here, just quick,
Yeah.
quick
Yeah.
yes or no.
Pilot, yeah.
Quick yes or no.
All black pilot.
No, but I like Zenith, but again, I like the brand and I like the story. I don't think that this works on my wrist.
Okay.
I feel that way about so many
yes or
things.
no.
I love a Ferrari. I love a Porsche. I'll never own one.
Okay. I'm thinking this area, this genre. So Longines, I'd say the top 3 pilot watch brands in the industry: Breitling, IWC, Longines. This is known as their Zulu time. It's a GMT watch. What do you think? Before I talk about more, not feeling it. No.
There's a new pilot's watch. We can just show them real quickly, see. Because this one has more of that vintage aesthetic. The new Spirit.
Okay.
Chronograph.
Casey's leaning in. Maybe there's some interest here. It's a flyback chronograph as well. So by hitting the 4 o'clock pusher when it's running, it will just jump back and it'll continue the time. But handing it back, no response. I don't think it's it. Is there anything else? Anything else? Do we dare to show things that are more expensive too?
So far my favorite watch has been one that was $299.
That's why we have it right
Yes,
here.
like by far.
Because of the story. Because you can
Yeah.
tell
It's
about the
also
design,
just-
the story. It's fun.
Yeah.
I wish the face was not gray, but it's not that I don't like the gray, but that's awesome. You know what, let me try that on. I mean, I love it.
I don't know why this feels like a Casey Neistat watch. I mean, I don't mean that as like.
The other thing that's
I mean, as a compliment.
that's
This is like
big for
you're a
me,
storyteller.
You know, when I bought that F91W and I would wear it, the reason why Candace took that from me is because she was like, it's too small for your wrist. And I have big hands and I have big wrists. And she's really like, you have to have on a watch that matches sort of your wrist size. And that watch didn't. So I worry that this one doesn't match my wrist size. Although,
No, it
But
totally.
I love the size of it on you. This is like a
Me too.
36 millimeter. I feel like it's understated because it's smaller. Like you said, exactly. Look at you right there. You know exactly what
So
time it
here's-
is.
You're gonna
No,
be on your
this
longboard
is-
going like this.
this is why I do that, is because another big reason why I don't wear any of my fancy watches is because when I go to check the time at night, I can't see it. But like that idea of being able to tell what time it is at night is very, very cool. This also falls into a category, and this is a very narrow category in my life, of things that I just want to own just to own. Which I don't, most things, if they exist in my life, I have to use them. They have to serve a purpose. There's a couple things that I just want to own.
I mean, this isn't breaking the bank
Also,
at all.
and come on, we're
for
talking.
that.
What you're saying? 300.
This is 275.
275.
Yeah.
It's not like and we're all out of touch with watches. I mean, this is an expensive game for sure, but it also shows that you don't need to spend a crazy amount of money to
get
have
something great.
It's a compelling, and if people see this video, what they're going to be talking about, the number one discussed watch is this watch, by far. Everyone's gonna be like, where is that? I need that. How do I get it? Seiko's probably going to make it very annoying to not
It's
make
our
enough.
only one,
Yes.
too, that we have in today.
That's my first time seeing that in person.
Okay,
I
that's-
showed Teddy before you came as well. I was like, this is a cool watch that you might also find interesting.
And it's made in Japan.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I want this.
Okay.
All right.
This would be
That's
one of those
perfect.
things, if somebody were to tell me about it, I'd be on eBay until I
yeah.
found the exact one.
Yeah.
There are probably people right now watching this that are doing that as we speak.
It's just so cool.
So that's, I think it has to be one.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's one.
But we're like, I just want to remind you guys, like 15 minutes ago, we were trying to find a watch for my wife, and now we're too deep on watches that I want.
You were the one that gave up on this.
I give up every year, every anniversary. I try my best. I always deliver something. But usually it's a big smile, and then I can just see the hollowness in her eyes. That there's no, the appreciation is just, it's like you tried your best, champ.
Unfortunately, I don't think Candace is walking away with a watch today.
I don't think so either.
But you know, she's your wife. She can find, I'm sure, enjoyment in the things that you enjoy, right?
Well, that's what I tell myself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I tell myself.
Is there anything else that, as you're walking
I mean,
away,
I think this has been my favorite
the Willard?
timepiece I've seen today. Is it called the Willard?
Yeah,
call it
that's a
that.
nickname that people call it.
So here's
That's
the thing
actually what Seiko calls it too.
Seiko, they're really weird about accepting these nicknames because like all of them are pretty much self-anointed by collectors. Like the Sumo, they don't really call it the Sumo. They don't call it the Turtle. It's what people call their watches, and it just kind of sticks after a period of time.
But other than that, like I like this. I like the way it looks. I like the story behind it. I like how understated it is. I like how if you don't know what a Seiko is, you think it's something else. But if you do know, you understand how special of a timepiece that is. So like it ticks all the boxes for what gets me excited about a watch.
So what do we think, Casey? Do we want to just go with one watch? Do you want to go with two watches? Are you ruling out the IWC and the Omega here at this stage?
Yeah, I mean, I think my wife's going to be upset. Like if I had to pick one today, this would be the watch that I would go home with, without a doubt.
Is that the least expensive watch in the entire
This
store?
might be the least expensive in the entire store too.
It's by far the most exciting watch in the whole store. Like the minute you opened up that face, yeah, I mean, my kids are gonna like this more than anything else.
And that's another
Yeah,
aspect
like,
of this,
oh.
right? Like, it's not also, when you buy a watch, it's not all just about what it brings you, it's what it can bring the people that mean the most to you. Like, if your kids enjoy this, like, that's a nice add-on.
Yeah, there's nothing I've seen today that's as exciting as this,
All right.
or as cool as this. Like
So-
by far.
So what are we doing? What do we think? We think just this single watch, or do you want the Willard as well? Because these are gone.
Yeah,
Candace
these we'll forget
the
about
way they're
these.
speaking about
Yeah.
them.
I wish I knew what Candace's beef with IWC is, but she has a beef with it, because I've always loved IWC. But you know, she's gonna be staring at my wrist all day.
And that's probably not going to be the one. So we're doing this.
For sure, we're doing this. I'm gonna
Okay.
put this back on.
I think you can just wear that one out if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, wear that out.
And what about the Willard? What do we think, Casey?
I mean, I really like the Willard. I really like. How much is this watch?
It's
This
going to be
was
like
13.
1400, right?
Yeah,
Around
1300.
13? Yeah.
I really like this watch. Yeah, I think I probably want this too.
Okay.
I could totally see you wearing this. I could see you wearing this mostly, you know, for all the adventures, and then this is like, that's that fun piece.
Yeah.
What's this called?
They just call it the Seiko. There's no official word, but on the tag it says visually impaired. So we're just using that word.
Like, this is the most exciting watch I've seen today that's not this. And on a scale of 1 to this is like a solid 6.5 or a 7.
And that's a 10.
Oh, yeah.
Nine or 10?
No, this is a 10.
Oh, that's a 10.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
My whole life.
Yeah.
I'm a grown man, and I didn't know this existed before today.
So
Like, this is so exciting for me.
we were talking before, and we're like, what are the odds that Casey just comes in the store and gets a Seiko?
In fairness, I picked 2 Seikos.
That's true.
2
You
Seikos.
picked two.
But if it's one, it's for sure this.
So
Also, the fact that there's no second hand on it.
Yeah. it's just so clear.
No, this is the coolest. This is like the coolest watch. I'm
love
so
it.
excited about this watch.
So is that a wrap? Have we reached a conclusion
I think
that
that's
we're
a
happy
wrap, and I think that we just have to own the fact that, you know, Candace is an extremely challenging sort of, you know, she's a really challenging individual to buy something special for. She is a challenging woman.
with? Could you do us a solid and just present her these watches today and just tell us what she thinks?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I want to just hear the reaction.
The thing I'm most bummed about is I wanted to go home and shoot on my phone the reaction to us giving her a watch so you guys could see what disappointment looks like.
We might still see it.
Why don't you present this watch to her? Because this is the smaller case. I think this would fit her anyways too. You could present this to her, and if she says no, well, it's still yours.
I think that's a good thought. The only hope I have of her liking this is if I start wearing this and she's like, what is that? And then I explain it to her. There's a tiny chance.
Well, Casey, I think we have found our way to a conclusion that I would say is a successful one. Maybe not for Candace, but we'll see. You'll bring these home.
Smashing success for me.
That's all that matters, I think. As we were going through this, when we were on the phone with her, I'm like, uh-oh, this is going to be tougher than I thought. But
I try to think like, what is the opposite of an Apple Watch? Mm-hmm. Because I like the Apple Watch. I think it's a great device. But for me, it represents everything I don't want from something on my wrist. I don't want to be bothered. I want a singular function, and I want it to do it really well. I like a Walkman. It does one thing. You put in a tape, and it plays only that song. I like single-purpose devices, and that's what a watch is for me. Mm-hmm. So the minute it starts giving notifications, the minute it starts doing more, that's not what I want from something on my wrist in my life. And how singular this is so exciting for me.
Well, congrats, Casey. This was fun. This is good fun.
Thanks for the time.
Derek's coming around. And I think I needed all the backup like today. I mean, honestly, like Derek, you were a great help as well.
Derek, we couldn't have done this without you.
Dude, this was so
I'm
much
usually pretty
fun.
confident,
Of course,
but you know.
Yeah, Casey, congrats.
And Derek, had you led with this whole episode would have been like 45 seconds long.
Well, we had
to just high-fived and then out the door.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Casey. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, this is so fun.
What do you guys think? Do you guys like what Casey decided on today? Do you think that he picked the right thing? Do you think Candace is going to be happy? We'll see. He's going to record something when he gets home. We'll see what happens. We tried our best, though.
You guys, out of the park.
Thank you,
is
sir.
great. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Casey.
Of course. Okay, so for the watch podcast, I was allowed to pick out kind of any watch in the watch store, like any of the watches. And they had some nice watches, but I picked out the very best one. Okay, look at this watch.
It's so pretty.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Hold this. Look at this is a watch for visually impaired people. You feel the time.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
It was the least expensive watch they had in the entire store.
It's really pretty.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. Because I don't like your gold Rolex.